Jonathan Lee Riches Investigates. I am outside the Alex Murdaugh Trial going on right now in South Carolina. The Colleton County Courthouse is right there behind me. Alex Murdaugh is being tried for the murders of his wife and his son. Mags and Pawpaw, Paul Murdaugh, his wife, is being tried in there right now. I am outside the courthouse. I kind of want to give you an outside perspective of all these media people out here. And I want to give you like the behind the scenes and show you what it looks like outside the courthouse. So I'm going to take you on a tour and I want you to watch this. Just see how many cameras are here. So media tents have been out here since jury selection. And the media outlets plant their camera tripods out here to get the footage. And then you see people with tents, media outlets with tents facing the courthouse. Because that courthouse right there is where everyone enters and leaves the courthouse. They want to get those images. And there's lots of cameras out here, as you see. And I also want to take you over here to this brown, looks like a shed, because it has a Court TV logo on it, and I'm going to show it to you. But look how many like camera tripods, and I guess these are teleprompters. Yeah, like lights. And then these media outlets set up their tarp and their tents. It's a huge media presence out here for this trial. It's just, and some of these media outlets have been out here since day one. Look at all this. See that? It's kind of facing the courthouse. Newscasters, broadcast. You see that up there? And they do the reports. You see this building here? Court TV. Court TV. Your front row seat to justice. And a lot of the media vans and their RVs. They got the road here blocked off. This is North Walter Street and Hampton Street. And they got the entire road blocked off. But look at this. Look at this. All for the Alex Murdaugh trial. Look at this. Court TV has this. They're also an advertisement for Wigan's Best Portable Buildings. Maybe Court TV worked out an exclusive deal with this makeshift brown shed. And you see the tents. So this is what goes on here at the Alex Murdaugh trial. There's lots of tents and media. This is the path that takes you to the front of the courthouse. Maybe I'll show you. We'll go up front to kind of see. It's where spectators, family members, and supporters of the victims and supporters of Alex Murdaugh, they all entered the courthouse here. And then there's a sign here that says, notice during daily courthouse operations, the following items will not be allowed inside the building. No cellular phones, pagers, computers, or other personal devices. And then they enter through the courthouse here. There's metal detectors there. And so when they're...
Go in there and video them.
Yeah, I'm not going in.
You gotta stay outside.
Gotcha, brother. Thank you. And thank you for your service. So, he said no media, no cameras. Always treat people with kindness, no matter what they say. He gave a directive, you follow the directive. He's sheriff out here, sheriffs are out here. And also over here, there's this sheriff trailer over here where they got the sheriff maintaining law and order around here. Would you guys like would you guys up for an interview?
You have to go to Fat Jack's.
Fat Jack's. So 2 ladies here. Your name is Rose. You are
Lori.
Lori. All right. So you came here. We talked earlier. You guys came here to attend the trial.
Yes.
What's going on?
It's the jurors going over everything, refreshing, rehashing, because this is into the 6th week, and just kind of reiterating everything that's going on. And
Well, what brought you here? I know we spoke a little bit earlier, but I'm on a new video. Kind of just share. Would you mind sharing like what brought you here to this trial? And where are you from?
I follow true crime, and I'm from Columbia, South Carolina, about an hour and 21 minutes away from here. And I watch true crime and drama on the YouTube streets, and I just so happens I follow you.
Yes,
JR,
we discussed that.
Bullhorn Betty, and Dolly and Molly, and started watching you during the Gabby Petito days.
Yeah.
So I feel so honored to be here meeting you, but
Awesome. I'm flattered.
yeah, I want to see justice for the 2 deceased, and possibly see Stephen Smith too, because I heard they reopened his case, so this may be opening a can of worms and hopefully getting justice for him and his family.
So Stephen Smith, the gentleman that was involved with just hit in the middle of a road in the middle of nowhere, just hit while changing. What was he fixing his car?
Yeah, on a country road, on Sandy Run Road in Sandy Run, South Carolina.
So that case is unsolved, right?
Right.
Do you think the Murdaughs are involved?
Yes.
Why?
The history around their family, the different murders, you got 5 dead people. You know, the Murdaugh name's been prominent, and you know, such a legacy for about 90 years, 85, 90 years. And it's just too many open-end questions that hasn't been answered, and a lot of families haven't got justice, including Gloria Satterfield,
Housekeeper.
the housekeeper.
What do you think happened to her? What do you really think happened to her?
She was pushed.
By who?
Well, I'd rather not say, but you know, and just it's just awful. And then the boat accident with Mallory Beach.
So you know every detail, every angle of this case. Like you
Yes.
know you know a lot. You've been
Yes.
following this case. How long have you been following this case?
Since 2019.
Since the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Since Mallory Beach.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's when it piqued my interest. I said, well, I like that because, you know, I'm interested because it's so nearby and it's right here in the Low Country.
Mm-hmm.
And I just hate to see, you know, crimes like this go around, and it's South Carolina, give South Carolina a bad name, but Murdaugh's a prominent family, and you just can't go around doing crooked things and not be held accountable for it, and families having to suffer.
What do you think is going to happen with this case? Do you think there's going to be a conviction, an acquittal, mistrial, deadlock jury?
Hung jury.
Think a hung jury. Why?
Because I think one of the jurors might be sympathetic. It was said the other day that one of the jurors handed Murdaugh a box of tissues while he was on the stand, and I don't think that should have been allowed, so it only takes one juror to say not guilty. So I think it's going to be on the jury end of it. There's going to be some kind of, you know, undecision there for at least one of them.
And you were in there.
Yes.
You saw Murdaugh.
Yes.
So the prosecutor, lead prosecutor, Creighton,
Yes.
call him Creighton.
Creighton Waters.
How do you think his performance has been thus far?
I think he's done great. You know, he's spot on, and you know, I don't think anybody could do a better job.
And do you think, what about Murdaugh's attorneys?
They're too brash. You can tell they're not telling the truth. They're not being truthful. Everything's so rehearsed, you know, and they're trying to help somebody out of something that's so wrong. They're just doing their job, but I honestly don't think that they have good representation for him. They're the good old boys. They're part of the good old boys.
So seeing Alex Murdaugh in court, what's your take on him? Like, does he look guilty to you? Does he put up a charm? Is he good at persuading the jury that he didn't do it? What's your take?
He's putting on an act. He's such a good actor. You know, I feel like he did, you know, do the murders, and he's just trying to cover his tracks. And he's guilty. He knows he's guilty. He should get an award.
Well, he's a career lawyer with a pedigree of career prosecutors,
Right.
solicitors, and law firm in his family. So he knows what he's doing.
He does.
He's a pro.
He is a pro, so he's well rehearsed. He knows what he's doing. He knows how to answer the questions. And then his great-grandfather in the 1940s was killed on the railroad tracks
Really?
going across to their house where they lived.
Did not know that.
Yeah.
So is that remains a mystery?
Yes. It's
Was
around-
money involved with inheritance, like life insurance policies after that or anything? In a sense of, hey, somebody got money off the death of him?
Yes. So it all follows a money trail. It's, you know, they're crooks. It's a long line of money trail and them just doing what they want to do, no matter what it costs.
Motive. What do you think?
Motive.
So you think Alec is guilty. What do you think the motive was?
Well, Paul, you know, driving the boat when he killed Mallory Beach, and Murdaugh was up for like $30 million, I believe, that the family was suing for. He knew he didn't have the money, and then from what I hear, speculation that Maggie was going to divorce him. She had seen a divorce attorney 6 weeks prior to that, and his financial stuff was going to be exposed. So she was collateral damage, and you know, he was going to, everything's going to be exposed. And you don't do that to the Murdaugh name.
Rose, do you think that Murdaugh acted alone?
Yes.
You do.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you for your time. Anything?
I cannot add one thing to that. That
She's
was
very knowledgeable, and that's, you know. Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay. Thank you. So, speaking true crime. So she's into true crime, and she's out here to attend the trial. She went inside there, knows a lot about details about this case. A lot of people have been following this case, and though the details about this case, here is the sheriff's operation trailer I was showing you about. These sheriffs here, escort, I believe the attorneys and witnesses leaving, coming to the court, and Alex Murdaugh when he arrives. This is the back of the courthouse here. I'll take you around to where Alex Murdaugh enters and leaves the courthouse. So right here, there's this van coming up here, and this is the transport van that he comes and goes to court. Most likely the same van every day. So Alex Murdaugh actually steps foot on the public street to enter the courthouse. He's not brought in through like a sally port or a garage or anything like that. Comes out right there, steps out, and then comes around, and then through there, and then into the courthouse. Some media people have their step ladders so they can kind of get that good view, like a good view right here when he comes out and goes to court right there. Nice waterfall out here. So I'm out here covering this case. I was here when jury selection was going on, and I'm here around the time when the case is about to hit the jury. I believe both at this time, both, you know, hasn't reached the jury yet. It will soon, and then how long will the deliberations go on? Outside the Colleton County Courthouse. It's a beautiful courthouse. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, subscribe to my channel, like, hit the notification button. I am covering this case, the Alex Murdaugh trial. We'll talk soon. Any new development I will share with all of you. Everyone be safe. God bless.